Today we are basically going to learn about beneficial microbe harvesting. What do you mean by beneficial microbe harvesting? Those are microbes which are there in the soil, which are there on the plant surface, which are there in the air and are beneficial for our human race. They are beneficial for the gardening, they are beneficial for the farmers. So those kind of microbes we are going to basically harvest. By harvesting we mean to say is we are going to collect these microbes and we are going to use these microbes as biofertilizers as something which is basically helping us to enhance the potency of the biofertilizers, or it is increasing the strength of the biofertilizers, because all these microbes are small machines which are going to extract, dissolve, make a solvent, give it to the plant in a symbiotic relationship and move ahead in helping growth of the plants. So basically there are 2-3 ways in which we can harvest microbes. First is we can in fact harvest microbes from the plant body itself. Plant's body means basically from the leaves, from the stem, from the roots and everything. From there we can basically harvest microbes. What are we going to do is we are going to identify a plant or an area in our garden or in some other farm or in some other garden or even some forest which is really healthy, hearty. It has lush green colored leaves. It has very strong vibrant color in terms of green and it is looking very healthy. So we are going to identify those kind of plants which are historically very healthy, giving lot of flowers, which are giving lot of fruits and so on and so forth. So from there what we are going to do is we can basically harvest all the microbes which are there on the body of the plant. By harvesting, what do we do is we simply do a non-invasive technique of just taking that plant and dipping that plant in the water solution, and that water solution has to be typically normal rainwater. It should not have some kind of chlorine which typically comes in the tap water or something like that. So we should have water which is generally rainwater, and using that rainwater we should immerse the plant. It may be a weed also. It may be green amaranthine or pigweed or any weed which is looking hale and hearty and which is looking really green and it is giving green, the texture of the plants is giving a green shine. Those kind of plants we can collect and dip it in the water and we give some kind of movement to it. Some kind of microbes are going to jump off into the plants in the water solution, and we will have a solution which can be used now as a foliar solution. What do we mean by foliar solution? A solution which we can spray on the plant's body. So we have used the microbes which were there on the plant which was already healthy, and we are trying to use those microbes and give it to our plants which are there in our own garden, which are not so healthy or require some kind of fertilization, so that they can grow better and give better yields in terms of flowers, in terms of fruits and etc. So one way is very simple. We immerse and then we spray. So that is the basic way of getting microbes from the plant itself. The second is by harvesting microbes from the soil and the air. What do we mean by air? I mean the world basically all connected. The food web is connected. There are microbes which are there in the air also, and these airborne microbes also help us to do better kitchen gardening, better farming and so on and so forth. So we need to harvest those plants also, those microbes also. So for that what we need to do is, there are again 2-3 techniques, but I will talk about the basic one technique. What we need to do is, we need to take some 250 grams of boiled rice and put it in a small container, add some sugar in it, and that container should have some kind of hose in it. it should have some mesh-like holes in it on one of the sides, and that micro box, I will call it that microbe harvesting box, should be left near the plant which is already very healthy. It can be also be left in the garden which is already very healthy. It can be left to in a place something like in a forest or in woods where already a lot of microbes are there in the air and they are in the soil itself. So if I leave these microbes box, this micro box, a box which is having rice and which is having sugar in the jungle, in the forest for about 30-40 days, what will happen is a lot of microbes will come and they will try to do a party over there, because a lot of carbohydrates and sugars are going to be there, and they are going to have a party over there, a gala party over there. They will have a lot of carbohydrates to eat, and then we can use simply that whatever is left after 30 days, it will have some kind of a foggy kind of texture, something which similar to what white mold would look like, and it will have multiple diversity of lot of microbes which are beneficial in nature for us, and we can pick that. And then if we want to further multiply them, we can again add it in the water, add again some sugar, and pick up that, and we can also pick up some good fertile soil in it, put it in the water, and again mix it, leave it for a few days, and then we will again have a bio fertilizer which has again those similar kind of microbes which are beneficial for us, and then we can use this concentrated form of biofertilizer in the ratio of 1:10 or 1:5 for further application as either as a foliar application or as a soil application. So we can use that as a foliar application as well as, and we can use it as a soil application also. What we are doing is, we are again making a micro harvesting box. How is this box made? This box is made by adding, it's a small box having lot of holes. It is having some kind of a boiled rice, and then it has some sugar, and then a very small amount. There is, we don't have to worry about how much, what should be the ratio of the sugar and the boiled rice. You can simply take a small 100 grams or 200 grams of brown rice, white rice, whatever is available, and some 50-30 grams of sugar. That will be enough to capture a lot of airborne as well as soil-borne microbes which are there. Another technique of capturing beneficial microbes is going deep down in the soil. We can dig a hole in a place. We can dig a 3x3 or 2x2 hole, and this hole in the earth, and this from the sideways, from these sides, we can scrape lot of soil, and then collect this soil, again put it in some kind of a water solution, add some jaggery, some sugar in it, and then again give some air, leave it for a few days, and you will see that lot of microbes will basically flourish in it, multiply in it, and we will have lot of highly productive biofertilizer, or it will become a kind of a soil tea, or it will be a kind of a, it can be converted into foil spray, and it also can be used as a soil application directly as such. The benefit of using deep down soil is that as we go down, the percentage of minerals, calcium, phosphorus, magnesium and other minerals and salts increase as we go down the earth. So when we extract, we scrape the earth from the sides of the hole which we have dug. What will happen is, we will also have additional benefit of minerals in it. So it will be a concoction of a colloidal solution of lot of salts, minerals, and it will also have lot of beneficial microbes. And these microbes can again be used as a foliar spray, and they can also be used as in a soil application. We have come to the end of this lecture. In this lecture, we basically learned how to basically harvest beneficial microbes from air, water, soil, from the plant body, and I hope this session was really beneficial to you, and it gives you the basic concepts, theories on how to basically create small buckets of biofertilizers which you can use in urban kitchen gardening, and otherwise if you can also do it on a very large scale and use it in farmhouses also. The only thing is the volume